Okay, so I meant to do this video from like maybe 2 days ago, so I can do like a day by day, kind of like a short mini vlog. But I'm just going to talk about it. So, if you're not new here, I started therapy this week. Today is May 22nd. I'll say my appointment was on the 19th. Yeah, that was my first day of therapy. I did a whole video on that. So I was prescribed anti-anxiety medication, and I was given the option to take as needed or daily. It was totally up to me, according to my therapist. My first initial option was to take as needed. But then I went through this whole, okay, so when is it needed? Like, is it needed when I feel like anxiety is like, or do I take it after I'm like close to a crash or at a crash? I don't know. I don't know. This is all new territory to me. But I decided, I think it was Tuesday, so the 20th, after having a hard day. It wasn't a bad day, but it was a hard day. After having a hard day, I decided I would take it Tuesday evening. So I took it Tuesday evening. Um, I don't know. I want to say if it's like a placebo effect. Like I wanted it to work, so it did work because I've seen other videos and people who are on Buspirone. I forgot to even mention Buspirone is in the case. It'll also be up here in the video. That it takes a while. You have to be consistent with it. But for me, I felt like it kind of worked right away. Again, I don't know if it's because I wanted it to work right away. It did. But I took it Tuesday, so the 20th evening, and I had first of all like my anxiety, like it wasn't as bad as it normally is. I did not feel overwhelmed. I was actually in a really good mood, and I had amazing sleep. I woke up the next morning and I still felt like I was like calm. Um, and everything was pretty good Wednesday. I didn't normal routine stuff like that, and then I ended up taking it Wednesday evening and had amazing sleep last night. And then I woke up today. Everything was so good. Like when it's like for me, I feel when I normally feel overwhelmed by the most mundane thing. Like okay, so I'm the type of person that I plan my days the night before. Before I get out of the bed, while I'm laying in the bed, I go over the different steps of how the day's gonna go based off what I planned the night before and how I want it to go. And sometimes when one thing throws it off track, my whole day is almost thrown off track. Or if there's like something spontaneous that happens, even if it's not like a bad thing, I realize like it triggers anxiety for me. But I will say, the last 3 days, I have not felt like I felt before. So I'm going to continue this. I'm going to probably give it a full 7 days before I give like an assessment after a week. Now, I did, it was indicated that there could be some side effects like headache, upset stomach, stuff like that. Now, I have dealt with the upset stomach and the headache, but I am also on Manjaro. This is my last dosage. I did a whole little couple of videos. I am no longer going to be on Manjaro anymore. And I usually have upset stomach and headache from that. So I can't tell you if it's the Buspirone or the Manjaro. But even so, like the Manjaro usually gives me a couple of days of headache and upset stomach. I only had it like yesterday when I took the shot, and then that was it. So I don't know. No, I'll be back though. I'll be back. Today is July 25th. The first half of this clip was back in May. So this is my update for 2 months on Buspirone. I want to say, when you do something or you say something and like you ask yourself like, what took me so long to get here? What took me so long to do this or get this? Because it made such a significant impact. And that's how I feel with the Buspirone. Since being on this, I no longer feel super overwhelmed, super anxious, super stressed out. Like I feel like I'm a different person. I feel like I'm a different person so much so that this summer has been amazing because I've just been doing things and not over analyzing every scenario when it comes to things. And I've just had so much fun this summer. I will say I do miss part of me that did kind of think of every scenario, that did try to be prepared for what might happen. I do miss a part of that because I'm a planner, I'm an organizer, and in nature, I have Capricorn placements, Aquarius placements. So I feel like that's who I am to my core. So I do kind of miss that, but I don't miss the stress. I don't miss the overthinking. I don't miss any of the anxiety-inducing things that comes with not being on this medication. So I do. I appreciate it. I appreciate my mental health therapist. I appreciate this journey because this journey started back in May, and so much has happened since. And I'll update once things get situated. But yeah, this is my update 2 months later on Buspirone. Um, and I'm not sure if I did want to add that also that when I started on the 5 mg, but my therapist boosted me up to 10. 10 is a good place for me. The only thing, and I think I might have mentioned it in the first part of this, is that when I first take it, um, I do feel a little nauseous, and I do feel like I have to sit for a minute to let, I guess, the medication process. But outside of that, I'm good.